Welcome to today's video, guys. We're starting on a little melancholy note. This has been a hard video to start. This has been something I've been dreading doing, and I've been wavering about this decision since Sunday now. But I'm pretty committed at this point. And today, in this video, we are going to be returning my GT3RS back to stock because I'm saying goodbye. Man, I'm going to cry looking at this thing. This car was a huge symbol to me, both in my life, in my business, for YouTube. If you guys remember way back, I made a video just talking about goals and how important goals were to me and should be to all of you to be able to stay dead focused on where you want to be and keep working towards something that you can have your eyes set on. And for me, initially, this was my 335, and after the 335, it was the GT3RS. I had ridden with Matt Mormon in the mountains in his GT3. It sold me on the car, the community, and I was lucky enough to order this car from Porsche Beechwood, Ohio. And although when I ordered it, I had explained to you guys that it wouldn't be a forever car, and the beauty with these cars is that you can keep them and you can drive them for 3 years, put 8,000 miles on it, literally words right out of my mouth, and sell them for more than what you paid, which is what I will be doing with it. But I really told myself I'd keep this thing forever. The car is immaculate. It's in perfect condition. There's not a single flaw in the whole thing. I love it. It's beautiful. Every time I look at it, even being on the fence about the carbon stuff at first, it's going to be one of my favorite things about the car. Little refresh if you're not super familiar with it. The only real mods that I've done, PPF on all the high impact areas, new tires, these little carbon pieces here, headers and exhaust, clear markers. On the inside, I got these like seat protector things that are pretty common, and then I had a custom cage made with my initials in it from the boys over at Titan. My attachment to this car is much different than my other cars just because of the fact that it is not something that I've modified heavily and I'm going to be taking a big loss on. It's just the memories and everything, and talked with a lot of people, talked with a lot of you guys in the members only page about it, and the memories will live on through the videos. With the bigger picture in mind, this car probably wasn't going to last forever on the channel, so it makes more sense to get rid of it now rather than at a later date. But I'll explain more. I got to bring this thing over to the shop. Stock headers are going back on. It even still smells like new car. 8,000 miles of pure fun. I gotta say, while I own this car, I did enjoy it. I drove the ever-living daylights out of it. It has seen 9,000 RPM quite a few times. And I think even in the first month of owning it, I took it to like probably 6 or 7 track days. And although I still really enjoy this car, I just don't really drive it that much anymore. I feel like I've done what I needed to do with the car. I know what it's gonna feel like on the track. Even when I had this thing at the track and had the GT350, I preferred driving the GT350 just because it was more engaging, and this car was just so good and so predictable that it got to the point where it's almost like, imagine just like riding slow go-karts at a very simple track to where you just start to do ignorant things because it's that easy, if that makes sense. I've had my fun with this car, I've taken on so many trips, and it's funny, I'm kind of like trying to convince myself into still doing this. The opportunity popped up to trade it in for an extremely good deal and move into something that I think will be more exciting and get driven a bit more than this thing. And I guess the big important thing to note with this is that I do have a 992 GT3RS coming. So the conundrum wasn't necessarily, am I gonna keep this car forever or get rid of it? It was more so, am I gonna get rid of it now or get rid of it when the next gen RS comes out? As much as I would like to have both of them, it would be redundant to have two of nearly the same car just from different generations. And it really does make sense to let go of this thing now while the market's hot, then risk it falling off and trading it when the next gen RS comes out and all the other previous gen RS owners start selling theirs and the market gets flooded. The interior on this car is sick. I love the orange. It is, however, starting to get a little bit dated with the whole screen setup and CarPlay, it being a 2019. Never was a fan of the whole Prindle thing either, wink wink. Gonna let it cool down and then we'll start to pull off the exhaust. Still quite a bit of brake life left too, considering the track days and stuff. You know, brake jobs for these cars are almost like 20 grand because of the carbon ceramic, so at least I didn't totally screw the next owner. I really hope whoever ends up getting this car stays in contact because I'm gonna miss it dearly, and who knows, at some point I might have more money than brains and try to buy it back, but it'll be weird if someone else has owned it, you know? Big Porsche guy. It's kind of cool. This was the first like nice car I ever worked on. I remember I thought it was the coolest thing. Doing the exhaust ourselves with Mormon, changing my oil myself on this thing. It's like your average blue collar Joe, you know?
Yeah.
Working on my porch. Don't mind me. No leaks. Oh.
Nice and clean.
Easiest car to do headers on in the world. Look. Boop, 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 boop. And day off. She ain't no 350Z, but she gets the job done, you know? Yep.
About 25 350Zs.
25.
40?
I would rather have like, honestly, probably like 6 350Zs. Think about how much fun you could have with your friends. You can only give one person a ride on this. You could give 6 friends rides if you had 6 350Zs.
Look at this.
What?
Porsche gives you options from the factory.
What?
Look at that.
Oh, on the bar?
It's like the FD car.
Yeah, so the FD cars have carbon bar. You see it has factory coilovers too?
Oh, that. Color match.
Yeah. The GT3RS has actually come with a girlfriend as well.
Oh.
Sick feature, love that from Porsche.
Thank you. Thank you, Porsche.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, honestly, I heard TJ Hunt got the same exhaust for his GT3RS. So I'm like, it was really just an elaborate way of telling you that I just can't have the same exhaust as TJ Hunt.
It's like a set of Texas Longhorns.
Maybe Danny Duncan put this on the front of my car. Ooh, what's that? Piece of candy. If you end up buying my car from the dealer I'm trading it into, and you want to buy the stuff back from me, let me know. I'll come install it as long as you let me give her a little kiss. Just like that. What'd you say?
Pretty cool.
It's not fun. How many mufflers does it take to make a GT3RS quiet enough for the road? 3 big ones and 2 cats. This is gonna be the quietest this car sounded in the entire time I've owned it.
I know.
Ready?
Yeah. Okay. Not terrible.
Sound good?
Yeah.
You're good. Cool. Well, she's officially ready to be traded in. I've got the exhaust back on. I took all my little tow hooks off, which is, this may seem stupid, but you never know when you might need them for something else, right? And then apart from that, took my little carbon pieces off. I had some seat bolster protectors, took all my junk out of it. It's sad, man. The car still smells brand new. It's been one of those things I'm always gonna regret doing, I'm always gonna regret not doing it. I just gotta do it and accept that I gotta be okay with moving on to things in life, and sometimes it's okay to hold on to the past. But I have videos and I have memories with this car, and yes, it's special, but I asked Mike to put together a montage of all the awesomest moments that I've had with this car, and it's probably gonna be really sad for me to watch it. I haven't watched it yet, but I think we're gonna go take this thing, go get some food, and this weekend I'm taking her for a 4-hour drive to the dealer where I am trading her in. There is something special waiting for me. Some of you may think you know, but you actually don't know. Some of you may know, but not realize that you know. But most of you probably just don't know. It's been a real melancholy day. Apologize for the lack of energy. I've texted Colette probably 57 times today saying, I'm sad, I don't want to do this. And I've wavered back and forth, and I've talked to every single person in my life to see if anyone would try to convince me out of it, but everyone's pushing me towards the decision that I know makes the most sense, and that's what we're gonna do. So, guys, I guess this is going to be the official goodbye to my 991.2 Weissach GT3RS. We're going to pick up a car without the trailer, so that already means that it runs and hopefully doesn't have a blown up engine. It's a car that I've wanted for a very, very long time. No way. Dude.
No.
You gotta be kidding me. Dude, it looks brand new. What? This? Oh my God. This is my 991.2 GT3RS. And it is actually brand new. I just thought it'd be kind of funny to make the video at a junkyard, since that seems to be a common theme on YouTube. GT3RS, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, man. It's gorgeous. You have heard me obsess over GT3s for God knows how long at this point, so like this is so huge for me. Of this beautiful new bolt-in half cage that's going to go in the GT3RS. So Titan actually used my car to make a jig and make me their first rendition. Mine has this little special laser etched LZ in it. You know, this seems like kind of like a joke to just make a video removing seats out of a car, but like for a Porsche guy, I feel like this would be a pretty big deal. I'm ruining, it's not stuck anymore. Okay, 2 people highly recommended. Holy crap. Yep, so if you put your finger, yep, there's like a little hole that'll kind of lock into, but look at how tight this fitment is. That is really, really, really good. That's insane. Like I can't even fit a finger in there. Take another minute to appreciate how good the fitment on this thing is. That is unreal. So you'll see when we drive it, everything's like rock solid.
So you can race with it and you can drive it on the street.
Pretty much.
Holy moly.
It's quick, but it's not like the Skyline where it feels radically out of control, you know?
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Floor it. Let go!
Holy shit. Wow. My sunglasses flew off.
I've never been so nervous using a screwdriver before.
You know what's really funny,
You
Matt?
didn't get the lightweight option.
With how hot these taillights are, I can only imagine how hot the actual exhaust is in the car.
First one.
London Motorsports, loud. That's what I'm talking about.
Look through there. It's basically just straight pipe yellow.
Yeah, dude, this is really nice quality. I don't know what you're talking about, my guy. So we're pretty much done with the install. Everything went together actually very nicely. Pretty crazy to think that all this was put together on a jig and made to just bolt up to a car, but there's a lot of room for adjustments and clocking those clamps and stuff. Dang. That sounds sick. Dang, those tips look so cool.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my... Adam, it sounds so insane!
My palms are sweating.
I'm pushing it, but I'm trying to still keep it safe.
Yeah.
This makes me so happy. Look at my smile.
Are you having a good time, Tommy? Yes. He's been watching too much Initial D.
I gotta get the GTR out here so I can be slow compared to this shit. Look at his face. So my first experience on Tail of the Dragons, I almost vomited. Luckily Adam pulled over, but
Probably have to pull over and puke.
so we made it 0.5 miles from the end of the Dragon and I lost my shit. Luckily it was only water. If you're wondering what the Tail of the Dragon is like, that's it.
I gotta say, one thing that I didn't appreciate enough about this car is the induction noise. Now with the stock exhaust mic and all you hear is induction noise, ready? You can hear the changeover. It just sounds really nice.
Yeah.
Do a little pull. It still sounds awesome.
Yeah.
It's just totally different. I really enjoy this. Maybe I'll keep it. All right, I go now. You know, it's crazy. One of the things that I've kind of been reminded of now that it has a stock exhaust on it, it never started spinning tires until I put an exhaust on it.
Yeah.
It actually made that much extra torque with exhaust that it would spin tires. To now I'm like, oh, I could floor it wherever and it will never spin tire. So it's kind of interesting, you know? They've just fine-tuned the car so well with its stock setup that you start adding power adders and it starts getting a little tail happy. Also, never tune this car, and you can gain like another 40 to 50 wheel out of the car when you tune them, so maybe if I ever own another one again, I'll tune it.
Who knows?
Never know. Alright, ready for a launch, boy?
Ready.
Ready for a launch, boy?
Let's do it.
Let's go. So little wheel spin. It's wild.
Crazy.
Yo, I think I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It's slow now.
Mine went higher.
Did I?
I don't know. Alright, I'm gonna beat you though for sure.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, I'm done with this.